Very good morning, dear student. Welcome to the Stars Point. Dear student, in the continuation of the previous one, we are starting our today's topic with the probability of the events. So, dear student, here we see the probability of the event. How to find? Either we have to find the probability of the event when they are given in the form of union, or when they are given in the intersection, or probability of event when it is complementary. So different cases we have to discuss today. So that's why today's session is very important. So you should see here carefully. So we see here probability of equally likely outcome. First of all, we take is how to find the probability where the events are equal chance. So let us sample space and experiment. We are considering sample space of the experiment as omega 1, omega 2 up to omega n. These are the sample point of the sample space of an random experiment we are given. So here all the outcomes have equal chance to occur. So that's why these are known as equally likely outcome. Each have the equal chance. So we can say the chance of occurrence of each simple event must be. So we can say chance of occurrence of each sample point is same or equal. So chance of occurring equal means their probability is also equal. Clear? That is, we can say probability of each omega is equal to P. For all omega belongs to S. For all omegas belongs to S, and value of P we already know. P means probability is always greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. So also we have, these are adjoints of the axiomatic theory we see in the previous class, and some of the probabilities of this sample should be equal to 1. That also we see. Means probability of E, that is probability of omega 1 plus omega 2 plus omega 3. All probabilities if you find and add, that should be 1. And we are saying that each is equal to P. Means probability of omega 1 is P, probability of omega 2 is P, because equal chance for each one. So you may write this is P plus P plus P plus P n times equal to 1. So we can say P plus n times, so n into P equal to 1. So from this we can find the value of probability or n equal to 1 by P or P equal to 1 by n. Clear? So here we can say probability of happening is 1 by n. Suppose n is 2 times, then 1 by 2, 3 times, then 1 by 3, 4 times, then 1 by 4 for each one. If there are 4 omegas, then probability for each omega is 1 by 4, 5 omega, then 1 by 5, and so on. So let S be the sample space and E be the event. So here we are saying let S be the sample space and E be the event. Correct? So we can write here number of element in S is equal to n. We are supposing that number of element in the sample space is n and number of element in the event, that is m. Clear? So if each outcome is equally likely, if each outcome is equally likely outcomes, then we have formula for the probability of the event. That is, in earlier class we see PE equal to m upon n, where m is the number of outcomes variable to each number of outcomes variable to each, and this is total number of outcomes that is favor to experiment. So in this way we can find the probability of any event where they are equal to sum. So this formula now we use direct. Probability of event E equal to m upon n, where m favor to the event and n favor to the sample space of the experiment. Clear? Next we see how to find the probability of the event A. Probability of event A or B. Event A or B. Now two events are given, then how to find the probability. Clear? So for that we take another case. With the help of that one we can solve the problem. So here you can take, let us find the probability of event A. So that is probability of A or B. A or B. Or remember, or means A union B. So we want to find the probability of A union B. As we have already discussed, in the events or type of event A union B, or A or B means the either in event A or in event B or in both A and B. So that favor to the event A union B. Now we find this with the help of the example. We consider a tossing of a coin 3 times. Experiment is tossing a coin thrice. That is, their sample space, you know that, triple H, HSP, HPH or THH or LTT, TTH or THT and last TT. So when we are taking the practical or activity with the coin 3 times, we get total sample point of the sample space are D. Now we take some event A as that event A contain element as H, 2H, HSP, HPH and THS. This is our event A, and also we consider B event in which we get HTH and THS, HHT, HTH and triple H. Write B we take HTH, THH and triple H. THH you can take. One we have to change here. This is THH. So these two events are given. Correct? Now say you have to find the probability of A union B. So first of all you find A union B. So either in A or in B or in both. So all right, will maybe belongs to A, which maybe belongs to B, or which maybe belongs to both. So these four outcomes are there: HT, T, HTT and THS and HSC. So now to find the probability of this means you have to find the probability of each one. HHT plus probability of HTH plus probability of THH plus probability of HHH. Correct? We have to find the probability of A union B, that is the sum of probability of all the sample point of the sample space A union B. So you know that if all the outcomes are equally likely, if you are taking, if all the outcomes are equally likely. So there are 8 cases in S. So probability of each case will be 1 by 8. As we have drawn the formula 1 by n. 8 are there, so 1 by 8. So probability of each point is 1 by 8. So we can say 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. So similarly here 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. So this will be probability of A union B is equal to 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. Which is 4 by 8. Correct? So in this way we can find the probability of this is 1 by 2. Now if you dear student find the probability of A, that is probability of HST, probability of HTH or probability of THH. So again 1 by 8, 1 by 8 and 1 by 8, which is 3 by 8. And if you want to find the probability of B, that is probability of B means THH plus probability of HTH and probability of HHH. So this is also 4 cases. 1, 2, so 3 cases are there. 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. That is 3 by 8. Correct? So if you add these two results, means the probability of A plus probability of B, that is 6 by 8, or you may write 3 by 8 plus 3 by 8, which gives you 6 by 8. But this is not equal to the probability of A union B, which we are getting 4 by 8. Correct? So what we draw that, why this is possible? Probability of A union B is not equal to the sum of the probabilities of the individual events, because there are some common point in A and B. Clear? HTH and THH, 2 points are same. That's why this probability and this probability is not same. So if you separate these common probabilities, then you get the result. Because there are how many common? 2. So 2 by 8 is there. So out of 6 by 8, if you minus 2 by 8, then we get what? So one can be written in this way, that probability of A union union B can be also calculated as PA plus PB minus A intersection B. Because in this way you want to find A intersection B. Then there are 2 points common, T, H, and HTH. So if you want to find the probability of A intersection B, that is probability of T, H, probability of HTH. This is 1 by 8. This is also 1 by 8, 2 by 8. So if you follow this example and generate probability of A, that is 3 by 8, B 3 by 8, intersection 2 by 8. So solve 6 by 8 minus 2 by 8, that is 4 by 8, which is the probability of A union B. So this will be satisfied. So with the help of an example, we prove what? This is very important formula. We proved that probability of A union B or probability of an event A or B is always equal to the sum of the probability of the individual event minus the probability of happening together events. Means PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. This is the probability of A and B. So what we can see here? PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. So with the help of this formula, we solve problems, correct? So now this can be also proved in general by Venn diagram. Suppose you want to, we are proving this with the help of an example, and if you want to prove with the Venn diagram, then see. We may prove this formula with the help of a Venn diagram. Here we are proving with the example, but example is not correct. That is a particular case. In generalizing case, we have to prove by the general method. So suppose we can consider Venn diagram as earlier we have seen. This is the universal set by rectangle, 2 circular set, and we mark these 3 different figures. This is A intersection B. And this is intersection of B and not A, or you may write B difference A, or we can write this is the A naught intersection B, also written this, and this is also we write as A difference B or A intersection B naught. So these 3 are the disjoint set we have discussed many times in the first chapter, and also we see in probability. ये हमने probability में भी पढ़ा था अभी पहले क्लास में. So these 3 are the different parts. So you can say A union B can be written as A union B. Now B can be replaced by B difference A. And where A and B are, so A union B difference A. So these are equal why? A union B difference A. So here A union means all the element of A or B or in both. Here see A means all the element of A. So all the element of A means This portion element also be considered. This. Then element of B difference A. B difference A means this shaded portion. Means all element again. Same thing are there. We are saying the element belongs to whole set A and element belongs to the B which are not in A. So because A already considered, so remaining considered. So either you can write A union B or you can write A union B difference A. Both have same meaning because these are mutually exclusive events. They have no common point. In this they may be common, but in this they have no common point. Similarly, you can write B as set B can be written as A intersection B union B difference A. See, this the set B can be written as B difference A and union of this portion. This whole set B can be represented as union of this region plus this region. So this region means B difference, this region means A intersection. So B can be also written as A intersection B union B difference A. Correct? Where A intersection B and B difference A are again mutually exclusive event. Now we are using the exam third of a probability. So what is the third of the probability? That says the summation of probability is always equal. So we may write here P A union B. If you are taking the probability, total probability of this equal to this. So this can be also, if you are taking the probability A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B difference A. Clear? And if you write probability for this one, then what we write? Probability of B equal to probability of A intersection B plus probability of B difference A. So we get equation 2 and 3rd. Now we are subtracting third from second. We are subtracting third from second. Second में से third को minus कीजिए. So what we get? Probability of second minus third. So P A union B minus PB equal to PA plus PB minus A minus PA intersection B minus PB minus B. So PB minus A and PB minus plus A cancel. Clear? So what we get? PA union B. This minus transfer to that side. So plus. This is PB. Then minus. So we get again that formula. So what we get? PA union B equal to PA plus PB minus PA intersection B. So this is the result. Now if A and B are disjoint, particular case may be there. Particular case. If A and B are disjoint event. So what is the meaning of disjoint event? Their intersection have no common element. So two events A and B are said to be disjoint if their intersection equal to 5. So 5 then the probability is 0. And we already discussed. So when this is possible, we put here 0. So this formula again consider as PA plus PB. So probability of happening A or B is equal to the sum of probability of two individual event if they are disjoint. अगर दो event disjoint है, उनमें कोई कॉमन नहीं है, then probability of A or B event is always equal to the sum of probability of that event. Means PA union B equal to PA plus PB. Clear? Now we have to find the probability of event not A. So that we have already know probability of not A can be written as 1 minus probability of an event A. Clear? Next topic, that is probability of event not A. Not A, or you can say A complement. Clear? That we want to find. Suppose we can say the experiment A equal to 2 for 6. Let A can be event 2 for 6A. Event is associated with the experiment a drawing a card from a deck of 10 cards numbered from 1 to 10. So what is our sample space? There are cards which are numbered cards from 1 to 10, and A be the event that gives you 2, 4, 6, 8. If all the outcomes are considering equally likely outcome, if we are considering all are equal chance to come. So equally likely outcome, that is, you can say this is the case of equally likely outcome. Means each have equal chance to occur. So for that case you can say probability of each is 1. So probability of each either 1 or 2 or 3 or up to 10 is equal to 1 by 10, because this is the equal case. So we can say probability of happening each is 1 by 10. So probability of A, if you want to find, that is probability of happening to 4, 6 or 8, and each is equal 1 by 10, 1 by 10, 1 by 10 and 1 by 10. So 5 by 10. Probability of getting this will be 2, 4, 6, 8. Only 4 are given, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. So this is 4 by 10. Okay? So probability of A is 4 by 10 or 2 by 5. It is simplified. So probability of happening event A, that is 2 by 5. Now also not event. If you find the not event or A complement. So what is A complement? By the definition we say S minus A. All the element of S which are in A we have to remove. So element of S which are not in A, that is event not A. So what is element? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 10. So we can say if you want to find the probability of not A or probability of E complement equal to probability of 1, probability of 3, 5, 7, 9 and 10. And each is equal to 1 by 10. As we say, events are equally likely outcome. So 6 by 10. So probability of not happening event is 6 by 10, and probability of happening event is 4 by 10. So you can say here the probability is equal to 3 by 5. Now this can be also written as probability of A naught equal to 3 by 5, which can be written as 1 minus 2 by 5. What is the value of 2 by 5 is probability of A. So one can write 1 minus E. So probability of not A is always equal to 1 minus probability of A. So this formula we have to see. So probability of not happening event is always equal to 1 minus probability of happening the event. So in this way we can find the probability of not event. Now example we have to see how we can use this problem in the solving the different type of a example. So see the example first. So this is example number 10. One card is drawn from well shuffled pack of 52 cards. If each outcome is equally likely, if each outcome is equally likely outcomes. So this is same as we have done in the 10th class. Calculate the probability that card will calculate the probability that card will be. Now different cases are given. Will be first a diamond card, second not an ace card, third a black card, not a diamond and not a black, not a diamond card or not a black card. So this we have to solve the problem. So here let's see, here total possible outcome is 52. So in solution we write here total number of cards in the pack is 52. So in all the cases total possible outcomes is 52. So number of element in S, NS equal to 52. Clear? Now you take different cases like first case. Let A be the event drawn card is a diamond. In first case we need diamond card. So now how many diamond cards are there? That is number of element in A. Clear? So number of diamond cards is 13. Number of diamond cards. That is, we know that there are 13 diamond cards. So probability of A, that is 13 by 52. So this is the probability of getting a diamond card. Similarly, B or second part, let B be the event drawn card is not an S card. So second part says what is the probability of getting S card. So either you can use the complementary event or you can solve by direct marking. Not n cast, so number of element in B, number of non-S card. So there are 48 non-S card. Because there are 4 S card, so out of 52 4 S remaining are non-S. So 48 are the non-S. So probability of non-S card. So PB, that is probability of non-S card. So favorable outcome upon 52, that is 12 by 13. Clear? Similarly, third case, let C be the event drawn card is a black card. See, we are taking the event that drawn card is a black card, and you know that there are how many black cards? Number of black cards, that is 26. So probability of C means probability of black card, that is 26 upon 1 by 2. Clear? Now third case we have done. Now fourth is not a diamond card. Now case C, fourth, in the fourth part we have not a diamond card. So we are already suppose a diamond card, that is A. So not diamond card, A naught. So we want to find in fourth case probability of A naught. A is what? Drawn card is a diamond card. So what is the probability of the not diamond card? That is probability of A naught equal to 1 minus EA. So we use the formula 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. So this is the probability of not getting a diamond card. So we can use the complementary formula. Similarly, not a black card. So we see C be the event drawn card is a black card. So probability that not a black card. So we can say not a black card, that is C naught, or probability of C naught you have to find out. So using the formula, probability of getting non-black card or not a black card is equal to 1 minus probability of getting a black card. So what is the probability of a black card? That is 1 by 2. So not black card, 1 minus 1 by 2. That is also 1 by 2. So in this way you can find the probability of not getting the black card. Correct? So dear student, this is all about the today's class. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And dear student, you will continue with us for more videos related to the mathematics.